So why are men so attracted to video games? Well, this is Jason for Soulfire. Here on this channel, we want to bring gospel hope for a porn-filled world. I want to talk about video games and why they're so attractive, in particular to men. Let's get right into this. All right, a number of weeks ago, one of my wife's friends asked her how many hours of video games I play per week. Now, my wife, thinking about this question, said to her friend, who is in her late 30s, as we are, well, I don't think any, but I'll be sure to ask him. Now, I'm not telling you that to pat myself on the back that I'm currently not playing video games. But one of the realities for this mother in her late 30s who had a number of children was that her husband is primarily spending his time playing video games. One of the challenges on video games right now is that the average age of a gamer is actually late 30s. So it's people more in my demographic, even more so than young men in their 20s or college-age men who are spending a significant amount of time in playing video games. Also, it's probably because men in their late 30s have a little bit more income to spend on these sorts of things, so that's who they're trying to market and produce to. But that brings up a question. Why are men so attracted to video games? Why would a man in his late 30s who has a wife and children be willing to disengage from those important relationships in his life and to fill up his time with a controller in his hand playing in a digital fantasy world? Well, I think video games, very similarly to pornography, have lured men into a very fake and false sense of calling. See, if you think about why pornography is attractive toward men and women, is because we are designed for sexual intimacy. And so pornography provides a digital substitute for something that we were absolutely designed to experience, that is, intimacy with others. Video games are really accomplishing the same thing. I believe that video games today are taking God's design and calling for men to have a sense of purpose, to engage in a sense of battle, to have something to fight for, something to win. And it does all of those things in the comfort of your own home with absolutely no risk. You see, engaging in real life is difficult. Engaging in relationships with your wife and in your children and engaging to bring the gospel to the lost is a spiritual battle that is incredibly hard. It causes you to put yourself out there, to step into discomfort. Video games are simply offering men a substitute from a real life purpose and calling, what God has called us to do, causing us to sit on the couch, to spend all of our time and all of our energy and all of our resources trying to pursue digital trophies, digital battle victories, digital games. And what will be the outcome of that? One of the reasons video games is particularly challenging for men is think about what the impact of it will be 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Wherever you're right now in your life, if you invest your time and resources into video games, what will it accomplish for you? It will not make you a better man. It will not make you a better husband. It will not make you a better father. It will not make you a better minister. It will not help you come to freedom from addiction. Video games, I would not argue, are neutral, but in reality, they are negative. They are going to take what God has called from you. It will destroy His design for your life. Well, over the years, I've got to do a number of coaching sessions for young husbands in their marriage. And one of the things that the husbands have often talked to me about is their struggle with pornography and how that impacts their marriage. But you know what? If it's not pornography, the second most thing I see young men needing counsel about is playing video games. In particular, it makes their wife angry. And so a lot of times I'll ask these husbands, why is your wife angry that you're playing video games? And they think about it for a little bit, and typically they're able to come to the conclusion themselves that their wife wants them to engage in real life. That when their wife sees them stuck on the couch, headset on, video games in hand, fighting these fake digital battles, something in her is desiring a real life man to engage physically in life. Instead of doing battle in pixels on the screen, do battle in your home. Clean things up, make things better, engage in relationships with your wife and with your kids. Help your wife around the home. Your wife needs a man who will engage in reality. She doesn't need somebody stuck in the digital realm. This is one of the reasons I think video games are so attractive and also so devastating in the lives of men and in marriages, and it's going to keep men from engaging as fathers. We need godly husbands. We need godly fathers in our world today. Here on this channel, as I try to offer gospel hope for a porn-filled world, one of the things I know that we need is fathers to shepherd their sons, to shepherd their daughters, to give them an example of walking in sexual integrity. But guys, if we're stuck on the couch playing video games, it's just not going to get there. Well, this may have stepped on some toes there, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about video games? Is it as extreme as I view it, or am I missing something? Place those comments down below in the comment section. This is Jason for Soulfire. If this video was helpful, definitely subscribe, hit the like button. I'll catch you in the next one.